Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, August 21st, 2015. Welcome to another eBay video and discussion. If this is your first time visiting this channel, I am a top-rated eBay seller. My eBay Motors user ID is Hubcap Joe's. I have been on eBay since 1999, and each week I come out here on Friday and we have a community discussion on the ups and downs of selling on eBay. That being said, let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about several important issues, including eBay and PayPal glitches, and I'm talking important glitches, Silent Sunday, customer service, some San Jose news, Periscope, pet peeves, and a few other eBay things I'd like to discuss. First, let's do a rehash of last week's video and things that have happened during the week. You may notice that a few days ago I put up a video about some trains, the CSX freight line in my area, which was well received. A lot of people want me to do a weekly video about that, and I might just do that. It's just really hard for me to actually know when a train is coming and be there at that exact time. When I filmed the one the other day, I was actually coming home from work, going over the tracks, and I just happened to look to my left, and I saw the light of the train coming. So I pulled right over, jumped out of the car, running, and you may notice that you can see the camera is shaking as I'm running to get there in time to catch the train. Because I mean, I was just right there at the right time. But yes, I will do some more train videos. Let's talk about eBay now. First of all, the most important thing are some glitches. There are several key glitches that are going to be affecting all of you. They affected me. They affected several of my subscribers who wrote to me. You may notice on the whiteboard behind me near the top it says crazynydriver@aol.com in case you want to contact me with any eBay problems, things that need to be mentioned. That's how I came across one of these glitches. First, let's talk about the PayPal glitch. Last Sunday was what I would call Silent Sunday, which is the way all Sundays have been throughout the summer. It's like everybody goes away and they're not online, at least not buying things on eBay. But the good news is, when Monday comes, sales come roaring right back like nothing. It's great. But Sundays have been horrible, absolutely awful. And I was discussing this with my friend Al, and he told me that on Sunday there was a PayPal glitch where people could not pay for their items. They were getting error messages. And I'll be showing you those messages in a minute or two. What happens is they would either win an auction, go to pay for it, and get an error message saying that they could not pay, try again later. So Al said to me, he said, Joe, he goes, I bet people were trying to buy your stuff too on eBay. You require immediate payment, and the people were not able to pay you. They were probably getting error messages. And I can't prove that or disprove it. But I would say it is very possible because, as I said, Sunday was Silent Sunday. So if any of you guys have heard about this PayPal glitch that was on Sunday, it may still be going on, but I'm not sure that it still is. I'd like to know about it. Alright, 2 eBay glitches. One happened to me last night. To me. I had printed out some labels earlier in the evening with no problem. But once it hit 10 o'clock, bang, I couldn't print out any more labels. And that's 10 o'clock Eastern time. So I went onto the Facebook groups and I brought it up for discussion, and I showed them a screenshot of my error message. And several people wrote back saying they too were not able to print labels, and they theorized maybe eBay was down for maintenance. But I think that's a weird time to be doing maintenance. 10 o'clock Eastern time converts to 7 o'clock Western time. So if any of you guys had trouble printing labels last night, don't feel bad. You're not the only one. Al also wrote to me today, Friday, and we're still actually going back and forth on this. He's saying that a friend of his went on to eBay yesterday, which was Thursday, and wanted to check on his items in his store. And when he clicked on the item, he was rerouted not to that item, but similar items. And then Al, in turn, went and tried it on my store and was getting the same result. I'd like to know if any of you guys have heard of this. I myself did make some sales yesterday, so I don't know if it was like a limited thing or it was a temporary thing. But these site issues are really concerning to me. Remember, guys, I am #1 eBay fanboy. But when something's not working right, I think it needs to be brought up for discussion. And it will be brought up right here on the Crazy New York Driver Show. Before we go any further with any new topics, I'd like to show you a couple of screenshots of the 2 glitches that I've just mentioned. So let's cut away and let's look at them right now. Okay guys, this is the PayPal error message that my friend Al received. You can see right on the top he wrote, "I'm getting messages from buyers saying they can't pay through PayPal, and I get this message when I try and send invoices." See that? Okay, now this is the error message I got last night, Thursday night at 10 o'clock, when I was trying to print labels. Page not responding. As I said, I talked to other people in the Facebook groups. Some got this same message, some got no message at all. The screen just hung up. So that's the situation there, guys. Okay guys, I just wanted to give you an idea of the error messages I was talking about, and I'd like to know if you guys saw them as well or got them. In other news, I came across something interesting last week. I had sold an item to an eBay buyer, and I clicked on my auction just to get a couple of details off it that I wanted to write down, and I noticed that eBay had put a note on my listing saying trending at. What I mean by that is I was selling an item for $50 with free shipping. And if somebody would click on my item, right next to where it says $50, it would say trending at, and in my case it was like $59, which means that my item was cheaper than most of the other items on eBay. Surprise, surprise there. But I'm wondering if any of you guys have seen this trending at feature. I guess it's eBay's way of showing buyers that that item is cheaper than the competition. I mean, it's good in a way. It's good because more people would buy my item, because I'm not always the cheapest in my field. I don't claim to be, because I sell quality merchandise. I don't sell any of the cheap shine and knockoff crap that is proliferating eBay. But that's for another video. I don't want to get into that. But I was just wondering if any of you guys ever checked any of your listings and saw the trending at banner near your price. I have been talking about Periscope on and off for the last few weeks. Several of you guys have done some Periscope sessions that I've sat in on. eBay does them occasionally. I have not done any yet because I just don't have the time. I will be doing Periscope sessions live for those of you who can't attend the eBay meetup in San Jose next month. I will be doing some there. I had thought about doing some from a junkyard, like when I go do my junkyard picking, but I'm not so sure you guys would be interested in that. But if you think it's something you would be interested in, you could follow me on Periscope. It's the same as my Twitter account, @HubcapJoes. Alright, so if you're interested in seeing anything like that, let me know. In the eBay Facebook groups, some people have written in about eBay customer service, saying that they called in and they were either given wrong information, or the person that they spoke to did not seem to really care about their problem or be knowledgeable in it. I think this is something that's important. I think customer service is very important. eBay wants us as sellers to treat our customers good and give them good customer service, and I have no problem with that. That is why I have 100% feedback and I'm a top-rated seller. However, I do think that eBay customer service, in turn, should be top-notch. In the past, I've really never had any complaint with them at all. Never. But you may remember a few weeks ago I told you I called in on a specific issue And then we started chatting, and I told you that the rep gave me incorrect information that she swore was correct, but I knew for a fact was incorrect. This is something that needs to be discussed. So when I go to San Jose, I'm going to have a talk. I'm going to actually make a list of a few things that I would like to see changed. You may remember back when I went to Philly at eBay on Location, I brought, like a wish list with me of things that I would like to see changed. And I'm working on a wish list right now. So if any of you guys have a wish list and you cannot attend it, you may want to type the comment in below. And if it's something that's doable, I will add it to the master list and I'll bring it with me and I'll propose it to the good people at eBay. For instance, an example right now would be having all eBay customer service reps in the United States and fully trained on eBay policies. I don't think that's too much to ask, guys. I'm not being unreasonable. That's something I'd like to see. So if any of you guys have any suggestions like that and you can't go, type them below. Or if you can go, maybe you want to make your own wish list out. As I said, I found it very helpful when I went to the eBay on Location in Philly. I brought that list and I also brought some files with me. And let me tell you, it was a very, very productive encounter. And I think that anybody that does go to the San Jose meetup will be very pleasantly surprised. I often read in the Facebook groups about people complaining about lowball offers on eBay. So I want to have a pet peeve discussion right now. Guys, what is your one pet peeve on eBay? Okay? It can be something about a buyer, it can be something about a seller. As I said, a lot of people complain about lowball offers from buyers. And that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I get lowball offers all the time. It's just freaking business. I don't take it personally, it's business, all right? If I don't like their offer, I don't accept it. But I have one pet peeve, and I will bet you right now, live on camera, it has not happened to any of you. And there's a lot of you out there selling on eBay, and I'll bet you not one of you can claim this has happened to you. And I brought it up in the past, and it stymies me, and it irks me. It does irk me. I sell in eBay Motors, and I sell a lot of hubs on eBay Motors, and often a person will contact me. I shouldn't say often, but it used to be once a month. A person will contact me and say, Joe, I see you're selling 4 Chevy hubs on eBay for $100. I have the exact same hubs. I will sell them to you for $75. Then you can resell them on eBay. And I say to them, well, what's wrong with you? You want $75 and I'm only going to make $25? I say, what are you, so lazy you can't list it yourself on eBay? And I'm not talking people with 0 feedback or guest accounts or any of that. I'm talking about people with 400 and 500 feedback rating. They do not want to sell the items on eBay Motors, and I don't get it. Last week, I had a record of 3 people in 1 week pull this stunt with me. Number 1, it's against eBay rules to try and sell off eBay. If they had the item listed on eBay and said, Joe, I see you're selling 4 Chevy hubs for $100. I have the exact same 4 listed for whatever, $50. Would you like to buy them and make a profit? That is totally legal. Their stuff's listed on eBay, and they can legally send me a link. That wouldn't bother me. But these are people that refuse to do any work whatsoever. I don't get it. I just don't freaking get it. Up till now, I've been saying to them, basically, get off your buns and list it. Do what I'm doing. The only way if you're going to sell the item is to list it on eBay. There are no free rides. I mean, I just don't know what else to do. I could report them for trying to sell off eBay, but I mean, I'm not looking to dick them over like that. But still, it's just that I dare any one of you guys, I challenge you to tell me a similar story on your account where you're selling something like a camera, a watch, jewelry, CDs, books, whatever you sell. I challenge any one of you to tell me a similar story where somebody contacted you and said, I see you're selling this item on eBay. I have the same item. I want to sell it to you and then have you relist it on eBay. It's something that's, I think, only germane to eBay Motors, and they seem to find me like a magnet to steal. This, I mean, if it smells fishy, it usually is fishy. This is not the kind of deal I will ever get involved in. All right? It's crazy. I mean, if they said, Joe, I see you're selling Chevy hubs for $100 on eBay, and I want to sell you these for $20, well then, I mean, maybe. I mean, at least there's some profit margin there. But these people want the whole pie. And they want me to do all the work, and it's crazy. But that's my pet peeve. Now, I'm sure you guys have your own pet peeves, and I'd like to hear them. If you would kindly write them below. I figured I'd tell you that, maybe lighten it up a little, make you guys feel a little better that you're not the only one that encounters fishy buyers or fishy sellers. And in this case, they would be classified as fishy sellers, not buyers, because they're not buying anything from me. They just want my money. Okay, how were your sales in general this week? Mine were good. My sales were quite good. Very good, in fact, with the exception of Silent Sunday. I feel Silent Sunday is caused by people going out because the summer's coming to an end. We know it is. And, of course, there was the PayPal glitch. I don't feel that was a significant thing, but again, that's just my hypothesis. I could be wrong on that. I'd like your opinion on that. If you guys have anything else you'd like discussed, hit me up. We'll talk about it next week on the Crazy New York Driver Show. Why? Why, you ask? Because I'm Crazy New York Driver and you are not. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next week, next Friday, right about this time, for another rockin' edition. Remember, guys, your comments below are what I'm going to base the topics on next week. Thanks for watching. Rock on.